Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Oh, what to do today? So much to do. In between, I put a lot of hours into this game. I've been working a lot on infrastructure, mostly the highway. I've been tweaking the infrastructure that's already been here, like the plates, move them up into their own building, which is over there. Over there. Just mainly working on the highway. I have that's the phase 3 for the space elevator shutdown. We have the corkscrew, which is actually a blueprint of Satisfactory. Oh, I find myself repeating that too much. I'm not that brilliant when it comes to making blueprints. So if it's a blueprint and it looks fantastic, guaranteed it's on satisfactorycalculator.com. Under the blueprints tab, you can download it. They tell you how to find your blueprints, put it in there. But today we got to work on aluminum or aluminium for the European viewers. Mainly the outcat sheets and the casings. I don't have them being produced. I have been upgrading the tiers. Like I did unlock tier 5 using the tickets, just purchasing. We got the bauxite ready to go. We have the hover pack already. Did not get any of this because I don't have them automated. I am going to need this because I need this. I need you. But I don't have radio control modules being automated. I don't have any of that. But the uploads for this have been very lax, and the reason for that is because I've been finding myself not having a end goal. And I've been blasting through, with the blueprints, you blast through the objectives so fast. And with blueprints in general, like you can just slap these down, even the little dinky ones I've made, and it just goes. This thing, oh, I love that blueprint. We'll get to that. It just makes the game so much faster. But I do have an end goal for this playthrough. The one goal I want to end up producing 40 Fixonium fuel rods per minute. I want to achieve that. Now, doing the planner on Satisfactory Calculator. Oh, that's gonna be a nasty. I pretty much I'm going to cap out almost every SAM node. I think there's like 9,000 and odd change of SAM on the map. I'm going to be using like 8,700 on it. Like, yeah. It's gonna be a feat, but first we need to get there. So I need to make up the aluminum. You have about 3 minutes left, but anywho, I have been messing around with some blueprints, like tweaking them and stuff, like mostly the highway one. But this thing, the blueprint is called like Hyper Cannon Mark II or something. It is glorious. Like, first of all, it looks amazing. Insane amount of beams, but you hook power to it right there. There's an on and off switch, and you go for a ride with this thing. That's so cool. But anyway, I didn't let my suit charge up. This could be bad, but as you see, I have infrastructure going all over to where I have the quartz being made. Wow, we are way up there. Oh, yeah. Oh boy, we have no rocket juice. Wait, we can save this. I have this set up to go that way to collect all the materials there. I have a little micro fuel power plant being there Our power is okay for the time being. It is not fantastic, but we will get there once we get to rocket fuel. Rocket fuel is the objective you want to be at for fuel gens. The ion fuel for fuel generators is cool, it's very efficient, but it is not worth the amount of stuff that you have to put into it to get it. It's good for jetpack, that's about it. But over here, I have the bauxite coming down from the node up top here. There is that node right up on that hill, and I believe there's another one close by that I can pipe into this area if I need be. Now I gotta upgrade all of this to tier 5 before I forget about it. Nope, I want to go that way. Come on. Because a lot of the big blueprints are going to need tier 5. Like this is producing 600. The belt can only handle 480. So let us upgrade this on our way down. At least then it can do the full 600. Come on. There we go. Alright, so this needs to be changed. Mark 5. Mark 5 belts. Okay, so this train, I'm actually going to drive it. Hold on. First it's going to pick up where we're at. So we're going to do backs out, and then it's going to go down to backs to aluminum. We're going to save. We're going to turn on. Okay, it wants to go back to this station? No. There we go. Trying to color code the trains a little bit so I don't lose. It's not just a sea of black locomotives driving around. We have this plan to go that way. There's the Criterium, there's all the coal, and all the other side things, all the side ores. Oh, so instead of going down there and going back, it just does a loop, because technically this is a shorter distance because that goes out on an angle. Okay, game. Okay. But yes, so now that I actually have a goal to work towards of 40 fixonium per minute, I like to do more, but if I tweak it to like 60, it requires more SAM than what there is on the map. So I don't think that's going to be quite logical. Okay, you're waiting for the turbo train. Yeah, all those are probably going to get going also. The only thing weird about the cannon, I gotta turn it. Actually, no, I can leave it on. We can have it just bring over. But this setup, I need bauxite. Oh, that's why it's so weird, because I don't have this train hooked back. I don't have it hooked together. Well, that kind of works out. Okay, so you're unloading. Good. We need a coal train, and we need a copper train to bring ore in. mainly because the aluminum trays and the sheets both require, the recipe I want to use both require copper. So that is the plan for this section of the video. So the coal, we can have that actually go under. Coal and coal. I do like how they put the requirements above the thing. The blueprints that put it like in the bay. It's trying to like multiply the production. It kind of makes it a pain in the backside, but then we need bauxite, so and the bauxite train is already here. So let's bail down here. Yeah, it's not supported at all yet. I will do all that once it is moving and grooving. Okay, so coal is the far one. Yes. So if we do a splitter, put this on straight, put the bauxite go in the other direction. Oh, what is that? Alright, now we're gonna put the bauxite coming down. Now we have this go into a splitter. What is this? What is that? Okay. Splitter. Straight. Have it shoot down and go into there. And that should be good. That should be that. And the coal train is hooked up, but we need to find a coal. Now let's see. The aluminum. Why am I getting lag? Is that too high? Yeah, I want it to be like a flat right over. Right over the top of the train. Good, good. And that is to... Nope, I need one more tick. No, right there. I want one 780 feeding the trays and one feeding the sheets. I think that is pretty good. And pretty good goal. Now, these have their own awesome sink built in. But the question is, can I, first of all, upgrade this to 5, tweak this to have all of this be overflowed to its own awesome sink instead of having to build another one. Which, mergers. How mergers, how I love thee. And we could do smart splitters. Come on. Oh, that is beautiful, minus the switch. Oh, that is so good. And this would be overflow, be that way. So these will keep running, and that will feed that. I just need to do the same thing over here. And that would be overflow. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, Coffee Stain. Come on. Oh, it even misses the light pole. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. Okay. Still need the coal. I thought about doing petroleum coke. It only requires heavy oil residue. But I don't know if I'm gonna need. There is a finite amount of coal on the map. I mean, of oil. I can produce more coal with Sam, but I don't think there is a finite amount of oil on the map. So, unless you can use summer sloops and I produce double. Why are we so laggy right here? Double the oil drums and then on drum it. I don't know. It'll be super complicated to multiply your oil on the map, but still. Okay, so we need coal. Yes, you have these clusters. You have all those down at the lake. The one over here I have being used for weapons and compact coal. Which I like that being compact coal. Granted, the sulfur node is trash. We do have those along here. And the ones down here by going into the quartz mine, which might actually be the play. To go set one up down there. I think I'm going to do a real quick setup of train tracks here. Where do I want to have this come in? Have it scoop past there. Have it go over there. Boom. Done. Look at that, it's already leaving. It's like, screw you guys, I am going home. Come on. Thank you. And we'll put another one there. So finicky at times. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it. Okay, we're gonna need a train. Locomotive. Because I don't have a hyper cannon facing that way. I should. I probably will in time. If you can get that one to rotate, that would be fantastic. Because this whole oil setup I got going on over here, I don't really like it. Just gonna kind of throw that one out there. Don't really like it. But at the moment, it's working. It's giving me enough to make my little weird fuel generator tower that I actually designed. And yeah. Like, I do have a really big blueprint for rocket fuel being made. Oh my god. Was not paying attention. Almost just hit the fuel train. It would be cool if they made it that if your car, depending on what your train car was carrying, let's just say you smashed the back of the anything. Yeah, we're gonna duck over here. Bunch of coal nodes here. There's one up on the hill. This I had set up to go down into the tunnel, which I will do in time. It's gonna go down into there so I can get the SAM node that's down there and 2 quartz nodes. But we have if I can get the train track. It's on the wrong side. Oh, hello. I don't want to deal with you. Even though they respawn like freaking crazy. So if you really, really wanted to make a bio coal like chain, you could do it. You could quite easily do it. That's an impure, which will give me 300.
I love the smell of industry any time of day.
So do I. 8 at 150. Oh, that's so gross. So gross. I think that one up there is a pure node. We got hovering. We got hovering supports. DEFCON 6 hovering supports. Let's see. We need concrete. I really, really need to make a blueprint of. It's metal, but it's fine. I'm just doing this so I can fly over there. Like, literally, is the only reason I'm doing this. You're another impure? No, you're a normal. Okay, okay. And you are also a normal. I don't want a refinery? No. So we got 450. Another 3. That will give this will give me 600. It's like 750. This will give me a single 750 belt. Currently, with the current miners. That's actually not bad. That is not bad. Now I just need... I guess I'm going to have to pipe everything on the other side. And preferably over there. So it's before the roundabout, so the train can turn around. That would also set up more for like the limestone there if I need it. So we can do this, do that. Give myself a very big profit of space. Alright, ones on the front are going to be train station. Yeah, that's usually what I do. Now we're probably gonna need to delete like all this. So I'm probably gonna need that connection there. Beautiful. Okay, this is gonna be coal. 750 per minute to aluminum 1. Very specific. And then we don't know what we're going to do for the rest of them, so the rest of them are just going to be empty catwalks. I can always convert them later. Let's see. Where do we want to connect this? Maybe back here, but I don't... Can it make that sharp turn? It can! My job is done here. What are you doing? What's your problem? Single loops on itself. Oh, now you're green. We gotta put one there. One there. One here. Just signal block the shite out of it. Alright, that should be good there. Now we just gotta work on piping everything over. Actually, can get rid of a layer of this stuff. There we go. Oh yeah, there's another one here. What are you, Imperial? Yeah, you're Impure too. So that can actually save me a full 300. Because I can put these two together. That'll give me another 300. So it's 3, 6, 9. Okay. Or we just leave that one alone for now. It's the closest. We might leave this one. So that's 3. This would be 6. Yeah, we got to do those two plus one of these. We just got to somehow get these all together. Okay. We're gonna do it that way, eh? Damn it. Damn. Tell you what. Let me do this. Oh, hello. Hold up. Just saw something I have a really good idea about. Ah, fucking gross. Oh dear, I'm running out of aluminum sheety sheets. I don't like that chica in the middle here. What's going on here? And this one needs to be angled. But we're still making it out of 4, which actually we can, because it's only 300. So technically, I can actually make this out of 4. Yeah, because it's only 300. It's when it combines with that it needs to be 5. So that'll be 600, and these bolts top out at 480. Okay. That'll do. For now. Let me get rid of that. And get rid of this. in here and get some pillar frame. All hail the big pillar frame. All I gotta say. We'll go that way, and then this way. And then we can shoot it off that way. It's a little off. Let me fix it. Let's scoot it over. We're good to go. Beautiful. Of course your wire's too long. Nah. Needs to be back just a hair. There we go. I might be getting ahead of myself here. I only got 7. That's not good. I got 4. Ooh, perfect.
Go for that extra purchase. Go awesome.
And there is the... Alright, we need to get some flight here. For now, we're just going to connect you to there. Yeah, it's just going to turn on those, all the miners. Oh, yeah. But it's fine. This would be a merger going that way. Yeah, that's fine. Nope. Okay, just one. I'll have to do. I'll mess with it later and make it look better. Oh, that merger should be going the other direction. Okay. Back on track. Whew, okay. There it is. Now I'm going to leave... Wait, is this the same height? Okay, attached to the bottom of it. I'll remember that. Not, but... There we go. We got supports going in. Frig yeah. And we got 700 and... Wait. 750. Well, this can actually be... Hell, it can be a Mark III. Transport, locomotive, freight car, coal to alum. Yeah, algium. Let's see. We're gonna need coal. I need coal. Save changes. Yeah, the machines themselves have a buffer of 100, but it might be worthwhile underneath to put a bin with like 2 750 belts feeding this. And then I could actually just put that other one on, feeding into that bin. So then it would be like super duper. Alright, you're gonna go to coal. Sweet. And we can actually turn it on then. Yeah, I can actually turn it on. As for the actual productions, need something. Well, I do have the my own design for the assemblers, which we may do. Yeah, we may do. It's like a stackable building design. I think that's actually kind of the play. See how much I can make from 750 and just see how big I can go. Not gonna go crazy with the summer sloops anymore. We're gonna kind of save them for the Fixonium fuel rod production, because doing a quick glance at that, you like, let's just say you need like 100 and they want you to have like 108 refineries, like just for the one production. I think off the top of my head there's 120 nuclear reactors divided in between the plutonium reactors and the uranium reactors to make the waste. That's a lot of juice, but not necessarily reactors, but the other parts of the, if I can cut down the building, which in turn is also going to jack up power consumption, but I'm making 120 reactors, I don't think I'm going to have a problem with juice. That's going to be relatively fast, going boop, 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 back and forth. This has to go all the way down to there and back, though. So I'm gonna let this stuff empty out, and then we're gonna turn it on. But before I actually start building the blueprints for the actual production of the items, which I will use them, I think final product I'm going to have it droned out. So, or maybe we'll have it trained. I don't know. But more chew, the better. But we need to get this over, bringing copper over, and then I need that to be produced into bars. So then I can mix it with this. And be happy and make the aluminum pieces. Yeah, we were getting pretty close on the power. A little bit close on our power. I did add another battery bank. We're up to 4,800 megawatts for juice for backup storage. But let's see if I don't need to kickstart this with water. I'm gonna have to kickstart this with water, ain't I? Had to before. Yeah, it's just gonna sit there unless I kickstart it. Nope. I'll fix it later. We just need this to get kick-started right now. Come on. Fire it up. Oh, it's going. Finally. Just need it to fire up. Whoop. We got one fired. And that's going to produce aluminum solution. Very little. We need these to fire off. Ooh, we got our first aluminum ingots. Look at that. Come on now. I need you to fire up everything else. Because you're going to produce me 260 and so are you. Oh, we got 2 kicks. Yeah, it's going to take a very, very long process to fire this up. But I think that's going to be it for this part of this episode. I'm going to keep it rolling. This is going to be... I'm going to try to put out a huge video for the first... This it's been a while. I put like a 4 or 5 hour video out and go from there. Next is going to be working on copper. They get copper over here. I get copper smelting. Okay, after letting it run for a while, and a little bit of tweaking here and there, seems to be the sweet spot. If you have a little extra 80 water coming in, it kind of keeps everything tops up. I got a steady stream of ingots, which is what I want to see. And in order to bypass the problem of it starving itself, I had to do the container trick to level off the throughput of trains. It's just a problem that they have. And I had to add a train to each route, so there's actually 2 trains feeding this one station. And you notice that the copper one is gone, because I decided to put a truck stop all the way over at my... Yeah, I've been putting radar towers up, but over at the Satyr and motor production, Like that was, it's producing like 300 ingots per minute. This needs like 260. So I'm like, all right, we'll just borrow some of that because that's, I can always increase that over there. It's no problem if it needs more. I started to run while this thing was sorting itself out. I started to run fuel, packaged fuel. As like, instead of having drum ports, let me actually use the infrastructure I have of the conveyor mounts. I'll put a gas station now and then, but a lot easier just to take it right from the center and then having a drum port feed it, etc., or a massive train station. So I figured that was a pretty good compromise, and I could start using trucks more, which obviously I'm doing here. So we now have the ability to produce what we got to. Did a little bit of thing here. In order to not just get drowned it, because using the assembler production for the trays is very lucrative. You get a lot of trays for what you get. I'm getting there, Ada. We need 150 aluminum ingots per minute per assembler. That is massive numbers, and I don't have the ability to produce that right this moment. So we're gonna go with this one. This requires 90. Then, so using this one, we need 8.6 from a set. We can make 8.6 tray. Constructors making trays from a 780 belt, and I'm just gonna use the standard recipe here: 3 aluminum, 1 copper. So you can make. I need 26 of these, and also need 260 needed from there. So I need 26 assemblers and 8.6, which is weird, constructors, which is actually not that bad. I have a blueprint that does 8 already, so that is actually relatively ease. Give myself a little bit more space here. In case I want to add train stations or just infrastructure in general. Let's go one more. I think that would be suffice enough. There we go. And I do have this one. What is it? Where is it? 6 construction mark 6. No. Like 6. What do we need? 26. So that's gonna get stacked a little high, which is no problemo. Like, I do have a, not this one. No, that actually just makes the ingots. I do have a, this thing is kind of massive, but that is a blueprint that obviously makes you 220 casings and 240 sheets, all from Mark IV belts. All I gotta do is feed it the supplies, which is nice, but I'm gonna do it this way for right now. Where is my constructor 2x2? There you go. 8 constructors, 4 stacked. So, let's do. Don't want to. Yeah, we'll have it facing this way. Hold it there for now. That's actually not bad. Oop, oop, oop. Let's bring it over. Try to have the machines. I love that they added infinite nudge. It is so helpful. Yeah. Or wait. Let's nudge it a little bit more. Let's see if I can guess this. Go there. can get that straight across. Oh yeah. Alright, you are going to make the casings. I'm going to copy this, paste it all over. So, there is the 8.6. So, let's... Yeah, 90 times 8 is 720. So you minus that from 780, we need 60 more. 60 being used. So that increases it to what? 135. That gives me 45. 45. Let's go down here. So we need an extra 15. So that would be 105. $117? No. So it would be 116.5. 0.9. 0.8. 0.7. Close enough. 0.03 over. That's fine. And I can always SummerSlip these if I need to. But that it's kind of a almost a 1-for-1. So that is what could be producing 60 times 6. It'd be 360 plus 90 for 50. 520.02. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So, smart splitter. Awesome sync. Overflow. But we're not just going to stop there. The casings are not as needed. That need to be over here as much as the sheets are. So we'll only do two dimensional depots feeding that. And where can I get some power? Okay. Disconnect them for now. Oh. Oh yeah, I think it was from this guy. Getting lag. Why am I getting lag spikes? In case I want to put this in a building, we are going to kind of put it off to the side a little bit. Where's a pillar? And if I need to, I will put that through a wall. Alright, let's click on the sheets. are going crazy already. Now, in actual retrospect, this should never kick out over there. This should constantly be feeding over here, because anything overflow is going to be chucked into the awesome sink over here, which needs juice. There we go. Just in case it needs to. But it may, yeah, it's going to take a little bit for everything to feed in and get itself rolling. So that is that. Next is on to the Hellcat sheets. Now, did I put a floor in that blueprint? I don't remember if I put a floor. I did not put a floor, so I need to make my own floor. Okay. Blueprints. 6 assembler. I'm missing Hellcat sheets. Oh boy. You need Hellcat sheets to make Hellcat sheets. Well, ain't that some predicament? Awesome shop. I wasted so many tickets just buying parts. There we go.
Go for that extra purchase. Go awesome.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, that is the output. Woo. That is the output. The input is on the back. It's not too bad. There you go. That's 6. Come on, build so I know what I'm doing. $12. Okay, that would give me 24. 24, I can make 24, 25, 26. Yeah, I can get it out of these 2 buildings just with overclocking. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, wait, actually, no. I gotta flip this around. I forgot I put the input and outputs in the same spot. Look at me with my blueprint designing. I need juice. I need some type of electricity over here, please. There's 2 inputs, and then the extra will come out here and go right up top. So I can actually just do this, and it's done. Now there is, I think in my, I never fixed it. There is like right here, there is a missing. Yeah, I'm not making that. You definitely need everything at least 2. No. No. There we go. Let me through here, please. Thank you. Missing belt. Okay, so there is... That is 12 doubled with overclocking. That's 24. Let me go down bottom. So that's 12. That's 24. This would be 25 and a half. And this would be 26. 1.5, 27. And 28. So all but one is getting fully overclocked. Actually, no, a bunch. Alright, so that is 28. That's 28 done and done. Can I get out of my building, please? Where is the door? Where did I install the door? Okay. I'm trapped. Thank you. Alright, let's see. This is gonna go to the aluminum. This can be deleted. Copper. Aluminum. Don't exactly know where I'm going. Hey! Hey! None of that. I guess we can have the aluminum come in above. That might work. Just to have some movement up here. The conveyor belt is too long. Don't give me that. Oh, it's you! Thank you. Come again. You know, if I'm coming up with that... I can have that come around. Shoot down. And in. Yeah, straight is too long. That sucks. Yes. Big pillar. Big pillar always wins. Oh, too high. Okay. Okay, I'm actually too high. Lag. Still too high. Still too high. There we go. Wow, this needs to be dropped. Dropped. What are you talking about? It's too steep. Okay, now it's too low. You come over here. Alright, simple fix. Easy fix. Might have just screwed myself. Nope, we're good. Alright, you are going to feed amongst the peeps here. Before we turn it on. Production, mode power. Proximity switch. Now, oh, you actually full? Not quite. Here, have some extra. Wow, this is... That's already producing quite a lot. Dang. Now, how do I want to do this for power? Y'all stopped? Good. I don't have any of the delivery system made right now. So we are going to chill on that. There we go. Now, kind of do like a mimic service here. Put a little bit of tweaking. Mark 5. Ah, not going to do. Is used so much in blueprints and everything else. I mean, technically, this only needs to be a Mark 4. Same thing with these. Because only they cap at 240. Heck, a Mark 3 actually would suffice. Because the Mark 3 tops out at 270. Okay, now we got to. We're gonna have pieces coming in there. What am I going to be producing? Is this 1-to-1? It is 1-to-1. So I'm going to have 780. So I can make this off of one belt. Or I can have it at each machine. Huh. I don't want to do this here. Technically, I could put all this on the roof. Yeah. I'm actually going to do that. So I can have this literally come over here. I'm gonna put a merger. There's a piece right there. I don't want to do that. If I go over a little bit, different story. Yeah, that'll work. And I went too high. Well, since I have it, might as well just scoot it over just a hair. And I am too low now. Welcome to Satisfactory, where you destroy your creations a lot. Actually, I don't even need to do that type of... I can just do this. I can put the merger right on the frickin' belt. I keep forgetting about this. Oh. Haha, this is so good. Alright, we're gonna need another awesome sink. Put that in the corner. We're going to need a storage. Smart splitter. It is not overlapping. Prick. Only thing I don't like doing that is you can't get to the belt very easily. Yeah, it just wants to. For some reason I don't like putting it that close. That'll work. I can always just upgrade it later. Was that why? Yeah, the storage container's hovering. Why is that hovering? Can't do that anyway because I need that for the top thing. Why was the storage hovering? That was so weird. So weird. Hair overhang, but I'll deal with it. Alright, I think we're ready to fire this one up. Power grid. I can't believe you're full already. It's not 100% either, though. It's not feeding the final one. Give me this one. Nice steady stream coming over, though. It has a hiccups now and then. This one always, it's the closest to the water source. Ooh, it's getting filled up on scrap. Interesting. But yeah, you got all kinds of sheets. We got all kinds of sheets coming in. Hell yeah. Freaking awesome. Only have 5 power shards left on me? No, that's not gonna do. That's cool. So we got Alcad sheets, and we have those two done and done. And I have enough room here that I can do a underground ramp, and if I want to use trucks, and I have a single space. I got space on the tail here for trains if I want to use trains to transport the finished goods. But so the next things we need, I know radio control towers. And crystal oscillators are all part of it. Now I do have that radio control unit blueprint, which is actually really freaking sweet, but let's just shove it over here for now so I can take a look at the requirements. This is so cool. Hey, 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 this is not a party. And if it was, you were not invited. Whoa! Party poopers. So we need trays. You need chyterium ingots, plastic, raw quartz, and rubber. Iron to get 6. That is an array of items. What trays we have here, plastic and rubber are here also, but also back at base. So is the iron. Quartz I have set up on a train or the truck, depending which one I want to use. Chyterium ingots, that's back at the base too. Because I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 delivery services if I were to make this remote. That is something. Because back home, I only need... I have everything there. Yeah, everything's there. The chyterium ingots, the... See, that's what I want to see. It's just this constant full belt at the end. Yeah, I have literally everything I need at home. I'll finish decorating this off camera. It's not as powerful as the other one. Yeah, I start to clear that out just to make room for the pickup. But I have the ingots, the chyterium ingots right there. I have the rubber and plastic. I have the iron ore right there. Maybe we'll make a little radio control unit tower. Probably over there. Make a little tower going straight up. See how many we can fit. At least do 3. At least 3. Radio control unit. You are a chunky boy. Plenty of space for belts. I don't... maybe we put it over there. Or on the back side. Probably over here. Because this space is not big enough for the next space over to part blueprints. Like, it is massive. So maybe we'll move this over there so it doesn't block. If I put a tower here, I'm not going to be able to see anything. Yeah. We'll put these over here. And we'll do our little, put the cool side front so we can see what we're looking at. That'll work. I'll nudge it a little bit. That'll work. Okay, we're missing concrete. Oh, we'll just do 2 for now. I wish I can actually get to the signs and put them above it so I know what the hell goes to each. That's upside down. Put a little white arrow next to it. Copy, paste. Okay, now that I actually can see what the hell I'm putting in these spots. Ah, that's a train. The only thing that's going to need to be brought in is the trays. For now. I wonder. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, that is so badass, and I can actually see what I'm putting in there too. Huh. If I delete these. Oh, that is so good. But no, what I wanted to do. That there. Back a hair. Seriously? Alright. At least I know I can delete. Flip it around. Delete this. Put the splitter in. Oh. Help with the, I did it again, didn't I? Yes, I did. What am I doing? Why can't I? Okay, I can't put it exactly where it needs to be. Well, that looks weird. Because it's off. Ay. Alright, so that's lined up properly this time. I want to see some rotation. Yeah, that's actually proper this time. Oh, now we're cooking with gas. Oh, yeah. Is this the proper... It is. That's awesome. I love it so much. I love it so much. Oh, it's so good. There. Yeah, it's a little weird being right in front of the door. So we may do a little tweaking. Was that right on the edge? That one I'll put back, so it's not like it's going to be hitting the train. Conveyor splitter. Why are you struggling so? This, oh man, did they save so much time. They're doing a zigzag merger in the tip thing. That's so cool. Alright, so we need plastic in the middle from the ones I have set up. Plastic in the middle. Which one's which? Plastic is this one. So we can do a splitter. No, this needs to be a inverse. Thank you. And then to the plastic. And we'll do a belt hanger. This will be rubber. Damn it. Need it to be a hair longer. Alright, plastic. This should be getting rubber and it just stops. Why do you just stop? You're killing me. Killing me, you're killing me. Oh. Proceed. Even though you're screwed up now. Damn it. Okay, so you have plastic, but you're not getting plastic there. Why? Do I really need to do this all in one go? It's because that's off. Yeah. Because that's off. These are touching the edge. No, that should be fine. Okay, so now you're getting plastic. Alright, so I just need to do it all in one go. I guess. Alright, you got rubber. Can I? Yeah, it doesn't want to connect. I gotta do it all in one go. Okay. So you're getting rubber, you're getting plastic. La 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 la. Okay. Still need the trays brought in. So we're going to need tray hole. We still need the quartz brought in. And we need some iron ore. Iron ore should be right in the middle. Shouldn't be bad. Power is up. But yeah, we're totally gonna do these one at a time. Iron ore. Oh, that's not cool. That'll work. Iron ore. And of course you're going out the frickin' top. I mean, not that one. Oh, it's coal. Okay. I'll keep you for later use. Iron ore. Boom. Iron ore. Gross. Thank you. Alright, does that. Now, Criterium ingots. Which is the middle. Why is it being all weird? Jeez, it's way over there. Okay. Okay. And where does this bring us up here? Ingots. Honestly, it's actually really, really convenient. I can always tweak them if I need more or less. I shouldn't. Building these on level 5 is actually kind of way overkill. But who am I to judge? Alright, Criterium ingots is done. So next is just be the freaking cannon. The cannon beam. The filter is so good. There we go. Alright, so that's everything but the trays that we just made. And the trays and the quartz. Trays and quartz. Which I'm probably going to need to bring in. I'll have to bring both in by train. Oh boy. I could do truck. Also. Quartz truck though? No. Too much of a hassle. Currently. Do train. I'm going to need the quartz brought in anyway for future projects, so I'm not that worried about that. We can even add it on to the end here. Or have another train station over here and have this shootout. Yeah. Alright, but I'm gonna work on that. And I think I'm gonna call it there. This is gonna be like a 2-hour plus episode. Yeah, we're gonna continue our task and try to catch ourselves back up to. I unlocked way too much, and I don't have enough being made. That's the main gist of the story here. But I should be able to. Yeah, I can send that. Yeah. We can at least send a control system, which will unlock the small containers and the resource wells. Yeah, we could do that. What do we need? I think I have everything but the trays on me. Give me 1,000 plastic. Give me the trays. Computer, I do have on me. We just need... Oh. I need the AutoCAD sheets.
Milestone reached. Several parts more efficient and powerful than the human brain can now be made, to compensate for many deficiencies otherwise encountered in future development efforts. The blender enables you to mix and/or combine parts and fluids for more complex recipes. Most importantly, project part number 6, the assembly director system, should be produced and delivered to the space elevator as soon as possible.
Okay, that's not the one I was talking about. This is the one I was thinking about. The advanced aluminum production. Yeah. We need the empty fluid tank, so I can make rocket fuel. Nuclear power. Yeah, we're gonna need that sooner or later. But I don't have supercomputers. I do have heavy modular frames being made. Yeah, but you need a lot of radio control units, in which that's what we're making. So that's gonna be the next gist. Alright, coal, don't need you, iron ore, don't need you. Need these slugs. I will throw the rest of that stuff in there. Hard drive, what do we got? We're just gonna leave that stuff go. But now that we unlocked, I am chewing through my hard drives. Am I out of hard drives? I only have 5 left. Oh boy. I mean, we need some spicy stuff coming up, like from the particle accelerator. And I need, like, the dark matter residue to form it into a crystal to get rid of it a lot in my future plans. Yeah, we may need to actually go hard drive hunting. That's scary. I could have swore I had some stashed somewhere. Or have I been chewing through them? No, I got 75. Woo! Okay, I got 75 more. Alright, we're good. We're good. No reason to panic. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for that. I'm gonna send out the next drone. I don't even think I have 50 radio control units. No, I don't. I gotta... Yeah. Okay. How's my power doing? Alright, I'm hovering right about where I need to be. Yeah, I gotta get the trays over here. Get them. I gotta get those being made. I gotta get the trays, and I need to get the quartz over here. See, the trays I don't need that much, though. The trays would be great for a drone. It's a finished product, and you don't need that much. And they just sit. They don't constantly run. If they're, even though it's full, it doesn't just keep its rotation. Do we unlock drones? Go from there? Maybe. I only need 50 radio control units. That gives me 50. Okay. I guess we're getting drones. I guess I'm starting drones. Oh boy. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. A little bit of a chunky one. I got aluminum done. We got radio control towers, like 75%. Radio control units. Yeah, so I got a little bit more infrastructure to make and get the drones unlocked. But until next time, I know these episodes are very far and few between, and I'm sorry, but obviously it takes time in Satisfactory to do things. It takes a lot of time. And yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for this episode. We're gonna move on. I'll get the drones rolling. I'll get the radio control units fired up. Do I want to go for a third tower? I think I'm gonna leave it at 2. It's strictly, this is mainly just for my dimensional storage, so that would be 12 per minute. That is fine. I'll leave it at 2. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Catch you all on the next one. Later.